Well, even during the winter months, there's still ways to enjoy the beautiful park systems that we have here in Northwest Arkansas. And that's why Chris is here from Hobbs State Park to share more. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Morning.
Yeah.
Good to see you. So you've got some great stuff to show us, and we're going to get to that in a second. But before we start with our project here, give us a little bit of overview of what the Hobbs State Park, what it offers the community at large.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that we are the largest state park in Arkansas, over
Really?
12,000 acres, and it was created in 1979. So it's been around for a long time,
Okay.
but we still want to have more people coming out and
Sure,
utilizing
certainly.
the park. It is our park. It belongs to every single Arkansan.
That's right.
And it is free to come out there. Our main attraction are the trails. We have 54 miles of hiking trails. You can also bike on most of those trails, and some people even bring horses and they horseback ride on the trails too.
Nice.
So
Really?
it is a beautiful place, very typical for the Ozarks, and we love to have more people coming out using those trails, and that's one of the reasons why we created this event called Wonders of Winter Wildlife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about, excuse me, the park, because it is a little bit chilly outside. So there's still events happening even when it's cooler outside.
Winter is actually a great time to get outside and explore Arkansas. You don't have all the heat and humidity, so if you're like me, you don't like sweating a whole lot. So winter is a great time to get out and do that. You also don't have a lot of the bugs and poison ivy.
Yeah.
So those are all reasons why winter is a great time to explore the great outdoors.
Those are great
Yes.
reasons, because me and bugs do not get along at all.
And before we started, Chris, we were talking about eagles, because eagle watching is a great thing that happens out there. And you said January is like National Eagle Month?
Awareness Month.
Eagle Awareness Month.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know it, but Arkansas has the fourth largest wintering population of bald eagles in the entire country.
Okay.
So, but that's in the winter. So another reason to get out in the
Yeah.
winter to see the bald eagles. They come down south, leaving their northern breeding territories where it's harder for them to find food in the winter. So
Okay.
they come down to places like Beaver Lake, which we are just right on the south side of Beaver Lake. So
And you book
Okay.
tours, you said, on your boat to
we
go?
do. We have a very nice large pontoon boat,
Yeah.
and we can take up to 18 people out there on these tours. They're for about an hour and a
Nice.
half, and we have only been skunked once or twice of not seeing an eagle.
Okay. You said you average about 4 per trip?
Yes.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. Man.
Wow.
Sometimes it's more.
Yeah, of course. That's exciting.
Really? Okay, see, I love learning all these things about the area. When you think you know just
Right.
as much, it's like, what? More things to learn about our area.
More eagles.
What did you bring for us to make today?
So one of the activities we're going to have going on at our Wonders of Winter Wildlife event this Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock, we're going to have some crafts for kids, but adults are welcome to make these too.
Sure.
I've got an example here, but to help take care of our feathered friends, we have a pinecone bird feeder. So
Okay.
I know you can't see much of the pinecone here on
Right.
this one, but this is what it looks like when you begin. So
Okay.
yeah, if you each want to get
Sure.
your hands dirty,
I would love to.
I can kind of
Walk us through it.
I'll start with you. Yeah.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you want to get some of this mixture. All these items here go into making the mixture. It's
What's
kind of
that
like
called?
Play-Doh.
Does it have a name?
It
does
does
look
have a
like Play-Doh.
name. It's called Marvel Meal
Marvel meal.
because birds marvel at it. I don't know. I don't know how they got that name.
Yeah.
But so you just pack that in there.
Okay.
And then you're going to, once you get it stuck to it, you're going to roll it in that bowl of seed.
Yeah.
So here's
Great.
one for you. You've got
Yeah.
your pine cone.
Nice and packed in tight
Yeah.
there, as you all can
So
see. right
kids
there.
love doing this. It's
Absolutely.
very tactile.
Yes, very fun.
And so you can hang these out in your yard. Even if you live in town, there are a number of birds that will come and feed on the Marvel meal, especially woodpeckers, nuthatches, chickadees. Those are some of the birds that will utilize it. And they'll eat both the seed on the outside and the Marvel
And the meal itself.
It's packed with, it's kind of like soot. If you've
Uh-huh,
ever heard
yeah,
of
of
soot
course.
and soot feeders. So it's got some Crisco in it. So
Oh,
there's
nice.
some
So it's nice
there's
and
some
sticky.
fat.
Yeah.
There's peanut butter, so lots of calories in that. And so in the wintertime, the birds need a lot of calories so that they can stay warm and be ready for the spring breeding season.
I
Okay.
love this. We have a tree right outside of our house. that I can hang this for the birds that
Nice.
come visit us. So this is awesome.
Yes, this is very cool. Easy to do. You'll have this activity on hand, I assume,
Yes,
at
yes.
at the event there?
We'll have it. And the day begins with the birds and breakfast. So I'm not cooking. It's more breakfast snacks.
Okay.
And so people can come out, and some folks are going to be mist netting birds from our bird feeders. So songbirds, possibly even some of these birds that like the soot.
What does that mean?
Well, they put up a net that's very thin. It's hard for the birds to see,
Okay.
and the birds will fly into that, and then the ornithologists, the bird people, they can come and take the birds out. They band them, and then they're going to bring them inside. So most of our events Saturday, even if the weather doesn't cooperate, most events are going to be indoors. So they'll get to see the birds up close, maybe
Yes.
even touch them, and then see them released.
Oh, that's very
Okay,
cool.
that's very cool. You did a good job, Jay.
Well, look at some bird is going to be in the lap of luxury. Look
That's
at
right.
this
I'll
thing.
be honest, Chris, this is kind of addicting, being able to just cover the pine cones and do this. I can see people just making several of these for the birds to eat, especially if you've got trees outside of your house.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. It's very calming.
Do you have any other upcoming events that we should know about or put on our calendars, be aware of?
Well, we do. There, besides a lot of different things going on Saturday for
Yeah.
the Wonders of Winter Wildlife,
Sure.
that same evening we have an astronomy program.
Oh, cool.
So that begins at 5:30. Now, if the weather is bad, which it's looking like it
Could
might
be,
be rainy,
yeah.
we won't have the outdoor portion, the actual viewing of
Okay.
the stars and planets.
Right.
But there will be an indoor presentation.
Great.
It's about an hour long for anybody that's interested in that.
That's super fun.
And you can see right here on your screen, lots of programming happening at Hobbs State Park. So we talked about
Yes.
the Eagle Watch Tour. Chris just mentioned Astronomy Night. There is, are you showing the Lorax?
That's right. We're going to have a read along with the Lorax, famous classic conservation story.
Of course.
We have hikes out there quite often, and the Ozark Plateau Trail is a very easy trail to hike right outside the visitor center. And then coming up before long, it's hard to believe,
Yeah.
it's Groundhog Day.
I know, it is. Again,
Yes.
Yes.
So we'll have a program about groundhogs.
very cool.
Look at
yes.
this.
Look at what you made.
Chris,
That's like
you are
the-
welcome back anytime, and we
Yes.
can make as many bird feeders as the birds out there at Hobbs State Park need.
Yes.
All right.
That's like the prime
Fantastic.
rib
Well,
of
and you
what
can
just
keep
made.
these that you made.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you can take those home and
Perfect.
feed the birds.
Yeah,
Yes,
love
they'll
it.
be very
Thanks
happy.
for joining us.
Thank you so
we
much.
appreciate it. Yes.
You're welcome.